Welcome everybody, Dr. Eric Plasker here with Sharon Loughran, a leader in our community. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Sharon, she is extraordinary. She's one of these just ordinary, extraordinary people. You don't even get the credit, you don't even realize it. She's a leader in the community. She's a head soccer coach at Walton High School. She's the head swim coach, right? She's a teacher for which classes? Health?
Personal fitness and mindfulness.
Mindfulness. She's working with these high school kids in one of the top high schools in the country. And you, obviously, I know Sharon because she's a patient, she's a member of our practice. She has been getting chiropractic care for a long time, utilizing it as a part of a lifestyle. And you decided, after seeing the 100-Year Lifestyle and reading it and learning about it, that you wanted to help these students understand the implications of their life. And you brought in the 100-Year Lifestyle. Tell us why you did that and what was the reaction?
Well, the first reason I brought it in was because of the impact it made in my own life. It has brought so many changes in my lifestyle, and I was already leading a healthy lifestyle, but it even brought it to another level. It brought an awareness. But what I found was so amazing is when I wanted to share that with young people, when they could really make a difference of what's going to happen in their lives 40, 50, 60 years from today. And what was so amazing is the relevance that they felt in this program and in the 100-Year Lifestyle.
And when you say the changes in your own life, let's start there, because you, like you said, and I think this is true for a lot of people that are watching, that, hey, I already exercise. Hey, I already try to eat healthy. What did it change that made a difference?
Well, I think just being more consistent with the lifestyle was the first thing. And the structure I found was, number one, primo important.
Structure meaning your spine, your nervous system.
Yes, I started to see results on how I was feeling and how I was taking that to my exercise program. And my exercise program then became a little more well-rounded. It wasn't just the cardiovascular and the strength training. It added the flexibility component to it, and now it's very much a well-rounded. And then as far as the diet has improved tenfold. Taking the chemicals out of the diet, more wild salmon, and
as opposed to the farm-raised stuff and all the GMO stuff that's out there.
Right, and that's been one of the biggest things.
Beautiful.
So
very good. And you mentioned being consistent with your chiropractic care, the adjustments that you're getting. You used to go more for crisis care. You made that critical transition to lifestyle care. You fought it for a little while, didn't you?
I did. And I realized the importance of it because, when you wait till you're in that crisis mode, you're trying to get out of that. And if you would just maintain it, you're happier. Yeah.
What's it like to be off that roller coaster?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing just to. It's like I say, you're a lot happier.
Beautiful, and I'm glad you're happier, and you could see it in your posture and your spirit. And then what I really appreciate is that you care about your kids, these high school kids. In one of the top high schools in the country, you see their challenges, their plight of what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do for college? Where am I going to go? Is it worth going into debt? Do I really want to go and just get drunk for 4 years somewhere? Or, they're trying to figure out their whole life, and yet they also have tremendous challenges ahead of them with aging grandparents or great-grandparents that they're seeing. Why did you want to bring the 100-Year Lifestyle as a program into the school?
Well, a lot of times these kids are very intellectual, and kids nowadays, they want to know why, they want to know how, and they are looking more to their future. But I think what I found with this program is it does give them a guideline, a way that they can, a path that they can follow that makes sense to them. Because they do want to know why, and this program lays it out why.
Yeah, and these kids, they have high-tech BS meters.
You're not
You
kidding.
can't pull anything over on them.
No. And when you came in and the results that we saw right away from the feedback from the kids was off the charts.
What do you mean by that? Because you just mentioned, that's why we did this interview today, you mentioned to me that you graded all of the programs that were done. And this was in the top 3 consistently, like...
With all the kids. And it was amazing to me only because for kids to look that far ahead, sometimes it's immediate gratification. It's not like what's going to happen to me 20, 30 years from now. And when there was such a transfer and a relevance to those young people, it was astonishing. What
makes it relevant? Because, like you say, these are young kids and they're thinking about today and they're thinking about the moment and they're thinking about Friday night, Saturday night. What made it relevant?
I think what possibly made it relevant to them was I think they could relate it to seeing their grandparents in assisted care. I think seeing in our society all these assisted living homes just in our community alone. And
2 more popping up down the road.
And really, and then the economic burden on older people because they haven't made the plan economically. That was the other thing that they found really useful was how...
These are high school kids taking in this kind of intensity of content. I'm telling you, these kids are smarter than we give them credit for.
Oh, it's amazing. They honestly felt like they don't want to be older and broke. That was a big thing. You know, they were afraid they weren't going to have the lifestyle if they didn't get themselves into gear.
Yeah.
So that's what was, I think, the most relevant thing to them was they could see what was going on and they are intelligent.
Yeah. And what I get a sense of and I love being in front of these young kids speaking. I know many of our affiliates around the country and around the world also are leaders in communities. They're doing programs like this in their community for the schools in their community. And we see a universal problem here for these young kids is that they realize that, you know what, man, grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, great-grandpa, I have those genes. I'm probably going to live that long or longer, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be healthier. I want to be different. And the choices that I make today will impact not just today, but the quality of life as I age. And as I say that, and you say, come on, do the kids really get that? Sharon, do the kids really get that?
They get it.
They get it.
They get it.
Yeah.
Because they want to live, but they don't want to live to be old and be a mess. They don't want to live like that. So I think, you know, with a path and a plan and something that they can put their hands on, I think that's what brought the big relevance to them.
Very good. Well, I have known you for a while. We've gotten to know each other over the last few years much better. My son is a soccer player, so we have that common bond, right? Soccer, what's that saying? Soccer is life. No, it's not. It's much more than that.
Yes.
Soccer people think like that. And so I'm so proud of the work that you're doing, honored to be able to come in and contribute our time, our energy in this message. I know the doctors around the country and around the world that are sharing this message are chiropractors. They're also really excited about the opportunity to make a difference. You talked about bringing it in for the possibility of even more extensive programming. Why do you think that that would be so important and valuable for the school and for the students?
Well, first of all, the kids want more.
Love that.
They have verbalized it. They have said, we want more of that. We want to get our hands on more information in order to, you know, have a 100-year lifestyle. And then I think the other part of it is that, you know, as far as myself bringing in a program, I thank you because I see what this can do to our community and our society in general as a whole. And I know the pain and suffering when you've got an elderly parent. It can be very devastating to a family.
I saw with my dad.
And I'm seeing with my dad currently. And so I just think that this can have such a great effect worldwide.
Wow. Well,
you start with the school, go to the community, and go worldwide. So thank you for everything you do.
My pleasure. An inspiring morning here, no question about it. And listen, decay is not your destiny. we are getting the advance notice that our parents and grandparents never received, that we will probably live longer than we ever thought. Let's get there in style. And yes, together, let's make a difference in this world. You are such an inspiration. Thanks for watching, everybody.